We back again, live from the basement. This is Rhode Island's podcast, where we talk about everything under the sun.
Everything.
Movies, sports, music, you know the deal. Without further ado, I'm Jared.
I'm Tony.
I'm Jordan.
Thomas.
Keani.
And shout out to the bros behind the camera. Oh, my bad.
Damn.
Your boy Pig, man.
Jared's in a rush.
Shout out to the bros behind the camera, Ethan and Franklin.
Did you remind them to like and share and subscribe?
You want to start that over?
Yeah, do it again.
Let's do a redo.
All right.
What up, world? Shout out to you guys in TV land. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Also follow us on Instagram at The Show RI. We back again, episode 29. Without further ado, I'm Jared.
I'm Tony.
I'm Jordan.
Thomas.
Keani.
Your boy Pig.
Shout out to the bros behind the camera, Ethan and Iceberg, live from the basement. This is
The Show.
Bright lights, my city got a gleam on it. So first before you rock, you gotta lean on it. You might see a dealer, a scrapper, a shooter, a rapper, preacher, or actor.
There we go.
Guys, how you feeling?
Good.
So it's a month.
How's your week?
I felt like the week went by pretty quick, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh,
What about you guys?
I'm tired, bro. I'm tired.
Yeah, it's that type of day. The gloomy type of day.
oh, rainy days always happen.
Yeah.
It's true.
How you feeling, B?
Chill.
Chilling. What's up? Iceberg, Ethan, how y'all doing? You walking? What was it? Just a sprain, right? For those who don't know, Iceberg got crossed up in gym class.
No. Nah, he did. Little Timmy.
He got hit with the hot sauce.
He had Shaq's injury. He had a sprained toe.
Nah. He tried to cross over the kid. It wasn't, you know what I mean? But then,
The kid's
The
defense
kid-
was too nice.
I was about to say, the kid had him so scared, he had to try to pull out his best move on him, though.
Yeah.
He wasn't ready. Conor McGregor, man.
He broke his own ankle.
Shit, but before we get into it, I'd like to send my condolences, and I would like you guys to do another 5-second moment of silence for the legendary Jim Brown. Rest in peace to the late great Jim Brown. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So
Lost another legend.
I was gonna say, what was the cause of death?
Old age, probably. I mean,
Yeah.
he was pretty old.
So 87?
Yeah, 87.
87? I think.
It's sad to say it, but it took me this long after, like, well, you say it's passing to realize how many actual movies he was in.
Yeah, he was in a lot of movies.
That shit was so crazy. Like, I didn't, you know what I mean? When after he passed, and then they show, like, obviously it's football, but then everything afterwards is like, yo, he was in that.
He was in a lot of good movies, too.
Mm-hmm.
Any Given Sunday.
I feel like the only movie I watched related to him was, I think it's called The Express Train. But it was about, like, obviously about him. But, like, when going to college and then going to the NFL. The movie is crazy.
That's the only movie you see with him in it?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, I don't even know if he was in it. I gotta see if I'm talking about the right movie to begin with.
Did you ever see Any Given Sunday?
Is he talking
Yeah.
I'm about to say, is he talking about the other one, Ernie Davis?
That was a good movie too.
The one who had
leukemia.
Was it leukemia?
Yeah, it was leukemia. Yeah, and it's crazy because I think if I'm not mistaken, he won the Heisman, and then he got drafted, and he ended up dying.
Yeah.
That's sad. Yeah.
The actor in 58 films.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's a lot of movies.
Movies,
This one,
TV
That's what I was
spots.
talking about.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the one about Ernie Davis. That's not about Jim Brown.
Yeah.
Jim Brown
I
was
thought
in,
it was.
like, his character was in it, but it's not about him. It's about Ernie Davis.
So I was wrong.
No, you wasn't wrong.
Well,
He's
he's
in
well,
it.
I thought
The
that
dude was trying to. He's gonna be behind Jim Brown.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
You said 58 movies, Keani?
58 acting titles, so
Yeah.
movies or TV, like appearances in the TV show.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So 58 roles, put it that way.
And people thought he was crazy to leave the NFL to go into acting, but
Still got a
Nah, he
bag.
was in some good movies.
he was in a lot of great movies.
It's like some shit, what do you say, historical movies or iconic movies?
Somewhere I know that he was, I think one of the first black actors to kiss a white woman on film.
He said, "Come here, Beckett."
It was Raquel Welch, if I'm not mistaken. But shout out to Jim Brown, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Bro. Fucking John Morant, bro.
Yeah.
So, I heard Lil Wayne say something like he really do be in the streets. I don't know if he meant that that Ja's active in the streets, or he was just like speaking in general.
I kind of felt like I interpreted that Lil Wayne was saying like you don't know how he grew up, so because some people were saying that like he's not about that life, but like you don't know. That's how I interpreted him saying.
Yeah.
Grew up in the suburban areas with the people were saying.
I could be wrong,
Like I said,
though.
I don't know much about it.
Go ahead. What
Everybody's
you saying, Thomas? What you saying?
Nah, that was pretty much it.
Everybody right now is pretty much trying to give him like the 8 Mile effect, like you know what I mean? Like you grew up with both parents, you went to a private school, you know what I mean? You had a good life, but that's but like you would say like Lil Wayne said, you never know what he was actually really doing.
Yeah, but still, it's a bad position to put yourself in, bro.
Oh, it really is, but and you can't blame him on his boy because then his boy tried to help him out, like stop recording.
It's fine if you got the gun, just don't record it.
Yeah,
That's where the problem is.
It's perfectly legal
Stay away from the camera.
and all that and hold it.
Live.
It's completely legal from, especially I believe in Memphis. It's completely legal. The problem is that you realize you represent a certain brand, which is the NBA. I think JJ Redick made a good statement on about why we're just trying to straight punish the kid instead of getting him the proper guidance that he needs, which is he needs a little bit more guidance in certain you got to realize there are certain things you can't do because you do represent the NBA. And you're supposed to set an example for these kids. It's perfectly fine. You own it, whatever, guns, all that. But if you're gonna do that, then you gotta know your NBA career is gonna be short-lived because you're gonna jeopardize that brand, and they don't want that, regardless of how talented.
I hear that.
Exactly, you're a role model to these kids.
Boot your ass out. Because what it's about at the end of the day, who has the power? In all reality, the players got the power, but because of the revenue,
But do they really?
I was about to say, do they though?
I think they did.
I was gonna say you can't say what you want to say.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm saying, bro,
He can lose his shoe contract real quick.
yes, that is
So
true,
you got no power there.
bro. If all of them collectively were just like, yeah, we don't want to play basketball,
Yeah, maybe.
How-
They've done that. Strikes. At it.
bro, how is the league supposed to profit?
you wanna
off
play in
that?
the
You don't
NBA?
think they're gonna put in
Other
people from the
players
bench, people who are semi-pro and want to just
come up.
play?
The
Exactly.
replacements.
Yeah,
Yeah,
eventually
you know,
that'll
get
come.
scared.
But I'm just saying. I feel like they got the power. If they really wanted to, shit could go their way. But obviously, it has to be some kind of vote for that to actually happen. But as far as the money, for as long as the money's going to be involved, the executives are always going to have the power. But at the end of the day, it's really about the players because they're the
Isn't money
product.
always involved?
Huh?
Isn't money always involved?
Yes, it's America. Hell
So
yeah.
then they're always going to be in charge.
That's not true.
I'll give you this though.
If the players take a stand against them, that's
So
what I'm
let the
saying.
players take a stand. You don't think they're just going to be like, all right, half of you motherfuckers that are in Taiwan right now, you don't want to come play on the
Exactly.
big stage in
It would be the
America?
players
Maybe.
and fans that would have to stop.
Yeah. Fans, if anything, would have to stop.
That's Birch by everything.
For his
Yeah.
credit, I will give him that the players have the most power they've ever had before.
Yes.
On saying
Yeah.
where they want to play and where they want to
Yes. You can
go.
give
Those
them that.
terms, absolutely.
They have a lot more power than they
Yeah.
used to have.
They don't
Completely.
when it comes
They have
to
a little
certain
bit more
things,
say so.
they don't have power. Unless, like I said, unless you say all these players are gonna stop playing, and then that's when you could lose. You could possibly lose
No.
fans saying,
Honestly-
"I want to watch it because these guys aren't playing."
Unless you can
But
get
it has
all the
to be-
fans to be like, listen, unless shit changes, we ain't watching no more. Nothing. But I think at the end of the day, what we fail to realize, but you was just in trouble for the same thing earlier in the year wouldn't you be more precautious not to try to repeat that?
Oh man, he shouldn't even have went near a camera. Like,
Nah,
I would have been like, I'm gonna stay away from the camera for a
I'm
couple of
just
years.
Yo, don't record me, bro.
For real. Anybody that's around me, don't have no fucking camera phones, nothing.
Yo, why you got the camera on, yo? Get the camera on my face.
I mean, he needs to clean up his image if he wants to keep getting endorsements like that from Nike, Gatorade, shit like that. He has to. They want a squeaky clean image for the most part, anyways. They let him get away with one.
Yeah. That second one ain't gonna slide.
That's why he's how long is he suspended for?
Is it 80 games?
No,
No, I'm tripping.
I don't know.
I know it was. I'll look it up.
I thought as of right now, he's suspended from all team activities, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they put a limit on it yet.
Okay. All right.
I mean, look at Tyreek Evans. He was nice, and then all of a sudden, a couple drug charges, never seen him again.
Yo, what did John Morant do wrong? What law did he break? Everybody got
He broke the unwritten NBA laws.
I was
He
gonna
didn't break
say,
no law, no NBA law.
I mean,
Nah,
that,
technically, he didn't break no law at all.
No, yeah.
So
He didn't break
what
no
law did this man break?
The role model law for the NBA, like they're like.
Unwritten?
law?
we already
No,
but we already
this-
established
this-
he didn't break
this-
the
what they
law.
contract
The problem is
look
you
like.
represent a brand, and that's your employer.
Anybody represents the NBA. What do you mean?
You represent your employer. If your employer, if you're making a bad look for the
You're an
company,
employee.
it doesn't. You're an employee of the NBA. You're not.
If
so
there
I
was
make-
no law broken, how was there, in hindsight, how was there a bad look for somebody? Oh, because he had a gun.
because that's not the brand that the NBA wants
Because he had
to
a gun.
push.
Why the fuck?
Yes,
you
that's
saying
not a
that?
So
brand
no
that
one
they
said
want
he's
to
not
push.
licensed to have the gun.
Doesn't matter
Why doesn't it matter?
because it's not
Bro,
the
you got-
brand the NBA wants to push.
You have-
I'm not the NBA.
But you're talking for the NBA. You got pictures of Draymond Green with AR-15s and shit way before John Morant. Google a bitch, and nobody said nothing. Not you.
Dre-
Draymond Green
First
with
of
big
all-
ass AR. Ain't no. First of all, big AR.
John Morant's a bigger star than Draymond Green.
Bro, this is before John Morant had a fucking name,
What
guys.
we're talking about right now. is
I'm
the new age
talking
social
about
media.
the NBA that you say you have a fucking something to uphold, role model to uphold. These guys got big ass AR-15 smiling these shits, smiling. No consequence, no nothing.
This boy good. This
No
boy good.
consequences or no, and he's not the only one. And they're living rooms with these big ass guns.
Mhm.
So because this guy is sitting in a chair, in a car, ain't shooting at nobody, ain't no, I got the blicky on me, I could be licensed. How can we be so quick to be like, yo, you did this, you did that, you did that? Dennis Rodman was one of the worst fucking athletes from our perspective. But a role model in the sport of basketball, who didn't want to be like Dennis Rodman playing that position?
That's also the 80s.
It don't. So you can smoke coke in the 80s, that was different.
Because it's a new age of social media. First of all, it's
You
not the
worried about
same.
the social
But it's
media.
not. It's a different. You're able to establish like more reach with social media.
Bro, a picture,
here's the thing.
a picture of a picture, it can matter if it's social media or not. If somebody got a picture of somebody and it's been and it's been said, yo, he had this, that's just gonna blow up. From 20 years ago to now, still gonna blow up.
Exactly.
Why is this so crazy?
Because John
let me
Morant
put
right
it-
now
let me
is
put it-
more going viral.
Like I
It's more
don't get it when
Exactly.
we
Then
But
right,
here's-
rather
because
than.
he's a bigger star. He's a superstar, and a lot of kids look up.
Well,
to him.
I'm not
Here's
gonna call him a bigger star, but he's just more
He's a bigger star
viral
than
right
Dray-
now.
than
He's
bring
more
up Draymond Green.
well,
I think-
for the youngins.
I think the fact
But-
that it got blown up so much is because it's the second time already.
That's what I.
The first
But-
time wasn't even the biggest problem.
if there was a fucking law, there would be no chance for a second time.
But here's
Yeah.
so let me
Think
put
about
this-
that. He had 8.
But hold on.
I'll let
I
you
want to
put
put
it.
this in layman terms. Though, what I'm saying is, I do something on camera. I say something crazy. I do something crazy that I didn't break any laws, but I got my freedom of speech. But I say some, whatever it is. In this day and age, it's you know, people are afraid of a homophobic phrase or saying something of a slur. I say anything like that, my employer will say, hey, listen, you're supposed to be representing our brand. You did not uphold that. You are dismissed. Just like the NBA has the right to say, hey, listen, you are upholding our brand. This is not what our brand wants to push. And brands can sometimes change. You know what I'm saying?
I'm speaking off of y'all's perspective on what should happen and what he did, what he shouldn't have did, and all of that.
Well, my initial take was that it's you're representing the brand and that's their problem. That's the NBA's issue.
But other NBA players can hold also assault rifles and not be no issues.
I'm not the NBA. I can't pick and choose on which ones they cause a bigger fuss.
You speaking for the NBA though,
but I'm
so
saying
you should have an opinion.
Mindset.
Yo, you wearing a wire. You're fit.
And I think the problem the first time was because they was in Denver, and it was like, how did he get the gun from Memphis to Denver? And then they were assuming that he brought it on like the plane and shit with the team and shit. I think that was more of the problem the first time.
Bro,
I don't think you can travel with it.
I ain't saying no player of any sport should just be walking around with the blicky on him. What I'm saying is, how is we so quick to be on, just like when we at work, bro? How are we so quick to just throw out what shouldn't have happened, what we shouldn't, and not, it's to this day, the actual stories on what's going on and why he had this ain't even been posted yet. So we got answers, we got things that should happen, and we don't know what. So that shit comes out. That man had a fucking license, whatever. This, I mean, you got granted wherever state he's at, there's no laws for it. He ain't breaking the laws there. Ain't nobody has dropped the fucking this is John Moran over here in this car in my city with the gun. Oh hell no, none of them has did that. I mean, I don't get why we can be so quick to just throw shit at anybody that's negativity, and we don't know what's what, because this whole, he's the NBA star. The motherfucker's human. He's human.
I understand that.
But this day and age, you kind of need a gun on you.
It don't. What?
Don't make the same mistake twice.
I'm in Memphis. You been to Memphis?
Don't make the same mistake
twice. You been to Memphis before?
That has nothing to do with this.
So you been to Memphis before? I'm asking you, have you been to Memphis?
To do with this.
I'm asking you, have you been to Memphis?
No, but does that have to do? What does that have to do with this?
Because you don't like out Memphis.
Okay, cool. You can carry it. That's cool. Why are you sitting there on live going with the gun? Like,
he wasn't on live.
His boy was on live, and they was filming him. And then
why you recording?
But he's looking at him, and he pulls it up.
Yeah, because he was looking at his boy thinking, like, maybe you were going to fucking flip a camera on me. And, like, I'm like, how
hey, that couldn't have been the reason. No, that could not have been it. No way.
And then now you, like...
No one's saying that. But even so, if you look, you're looking at him, and then you pull it up, doesn't matter if you're taking a video with you, don't do that. You got to be more conscious of you got to be more conscious of your surroundings.
Bro, you have never been, like, your boy being on the phone or some shit like that, and then... He points the camera at you, then you off camera, you be like, like doing some shit like that. And you ain't not gonna think you got a quick turn around and be like, what did you do like that with the camera?
It sucks that this is how it is. It's because he's held to a higher standard as a guy of a high status. I'm a fucking nobody. What the fuck does that mean?
I'm like, look at my new gun. I just
when did it change for rules though, as far as the NBA in the years?
The fucking what the fuck you doing?
Like.
So where you saying because John Moran is a bigger person than Draymond Green's? Like,
I'm saying,
what does it matter? They got an NBA player.
His image, it carries more. They want him to. He should be eventually the face of the NBA in the next few years because he's that big and that good of a player. He could be the face of the NBA by the age of 25, 26.
Yo, it's 10 people that could be the face of the NBA in the next 5 years.
But you have those guys as your face of the NBA. And that's the problem, is that you don't want your face of your company to promote guns. That's just what they... I guarantee you the first time he posted it, and the one they would let him slide, they probably said, yo, be careful, don't do that again, please. We have this certain brand.
So if you're running it, so if the face is okay with it, then everything should be cool.
If your company says, listen, do what you want to do whatever the fuck you want to do. That's fine. But your company has every right to hold you to a certain standard. And if you don't uphold it, you put your job in jeopardy.
Like, if you was to make a comment about fat people, I'll make your ass sit over there next time. That'll be the motherfucking
So do you think that you think kids in the elementary should be open to be able to read books that got to do with sucking dick and all of that shit in elementary?
Hey, yo, whoa,
No.
hell.
Fuck no.
What does that have to do with this conversation?
I'm asking a question.
But I'm just asking, what's the correlation?
I'm just asking a question.
But I'm curious the correlation. What does it matter?
It matters on somebody upper the bosses allowing it.
I don't think
So
any
it's-
sexualized things should be taught in elementary school.
So it's,
I think they should really teach real history to kids. I think they should teach a lot of different things that they keep off the curriculum, which is why we're already
so only
so
on
far behind in
only on
education.
only on certain things. If the boss is okay with it, it should be good.
Again, I didn't say it wasn't okay. What he did was nothing illegal, nothing wrong. That's what he does. That's what he does. Fine. But the problem is that if you're an employer, you answer to your employer. So
Yeah.
if I don't like it, but I have to answer to my employer, I have to suck it up, or I gotta go. I gotta go find a new job. If I don't like something my employer does, or is a standard that they're holding me to, and they say, hey, you have to follow by the rules, or you're gone. I either follow by the rules, or I get the fuck out and go find a new job.
But okay, so by you saying that, by you just saying those words right there, them last 6-7 words, what rule did he break in the NBA?
You're hurting the brand. They probably already talked to him the first time.
Is that a rule?
Hold on, no.
The fuck rule is that?
I think.
I'm asking a simple question.
You're holding me to a standard. The standard is don't.
Do you gotta put this in the subtitles? I'm asking a simple question.
He didn't break no rules. You're absolutely
That's all
right.
I asked.
But
What
I
rule
think
did he break?
I think you guys are actually making. You guys are making good points. You didn't break no fucking rules because you, as an American, you have that right to have a gun. And even as a young celebrity living in Memphis, you should have a gun to protect yourself.
Absolutely.
But I feel as though with the NBA doing a lot of work with children organizations and a bunch of fucking different charities and shit, they don't want one of their superstars looking like that on camera. That just could be me. But you guys are both right. I'm just saying.
I still don't get that, my young. Like, I don't get it. So some can hold guns and have no issues. And in the NBA,
When's the last time?
It
When
don't-
was it? When was it though?
I don't know. I don't got the phone right now.
Alright, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know what their stance was on that whenever that happened, because I know it
So it's
wasn't
a year.
recently.
That's what I just said. So it had to be. Oh, it had to be some type of it within the last 4 years.
Was the Draymond thing?
It had to be.
Definitely.
He looked the same.
That was just
That
looked
could
the
just
same.
fuck with it.
The same like the past
Nigga
10
look the
years.
same. I don't know, but when does we jump and say, all right, yo, no, 6 years ago, it was cool back then. No, it was true. Y'all could. No, we allowed it. Like, no, it was all right. It was like it was whatever. It
The
was his house.
standards of the NBA
This year,
could
because
change.
social media is bigger.
No, the standards of the NBA and everything else and their branding could change. Just like you like wrestling, right? So the WWF changed the brand to WWE and became more kid-centric versus the
No, they did
Attitude Era.
not.
Versus the Attitude Era, absolutely.
No,
it
they
changed.
did not.
They went to Federation of Entertainment, dude.
No, but I'm not talking about the name changed. I'm talking about the name. But I'm talking about you went from a Attitude Era to a what they call the PG era.
What?
They toned things down a little bit, did they not?
No.
No.
Now, as of lately, like I told you before, as of lately, that shit is fucking
I'm not
lit.
talking about as of lately. I'm talking about in the, let's say, I don't know, 2008 to 2015, maybe 16.
How you have toned it out when you got guys coming in? No offense. Nah, I'm gonna go shoot myself if I'm on camera. I'm gonna leave it.
Yeah, guys, fucking.
I don't want to say the wrong word on camera. I'm gonna be alright.
But yo,
I'm a different variety of wrestlers right now. That's how.
But yo, you know what's crazy? When you guys was arguing, I kind of had to bite my tongue a little bit because you guys were mentioning something that I wanted to talk about. As of lately, certain schools in this country, like Idaho, Iowa, New Hampshire, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Alabama, Arizona, they're starting to wipe away history from schools. and they're starting to stop teachers from teaching certain curriculums like slavery, civil rights movement, and even not even from Black history standpoint about the Native Americans as well, some Spanish history as well. How do you guys feel about that? You feel as though it's wrong? Do you even care about history?
They've always watered down history. That's the problem.
So speak on it.
I remember my history teacher in high school got in trouble because he allowed us. He gave us all a book to read. It was Bury at Wounded Knee. They didn't like that. The school department did not like him giving us that.
What was it about?
It's about basically the Indians and shit, Native Americans and how that everything happened with that.
Yeah.
I haven't read the book in like years, and so, but like there's certain things like that and how like brutal that like the genocide was of a Native American.
True.
So it's like they've always watered it down, whether it's like slavery, doesn't matter what it is. They'll say, oh yeah, it's just, but they don't give you the full like aspect of it, or they'll give you bits and pieces. They don't teach certain things.
They don't teach you the truth.
A lot of the real history is barbaric.
Shoot, I'm even surprised they let us watch Roots, to be honest with you. They've always picked and chose what the hell they wanted us to learn.
Like, just imagine if you knew that
You never seen Roots? No. Because he looked like he was going to say something.
Yeah, I had a question, but who is they? Because you said...
White people. The government. The man.
But do we have names, do we have names behind these entities?
Black.
Do we have names behind these entities that you speak of?
The Rothschilds.
Is that the only group?
I mean, there's a whole bunch more.
I would say student. What is it? Student council or something like student bot. Like what's that shit called?
They don't decide what the hell what we learn. No. People who run the world decide what the hell we learn.
What, you gonna say something?
If you want me to.
Go ahead.
If you want me to.
I actually think it's a 50-50 thing for me to be stressing over. Yes, they're getting rid of some subjects, but then in that same sentence, they're getting rid of some subjects that wasn't even taught from the beginning. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like one of those, like, I mean, it wasn't being taught from the beginning. So you tell me to get rid of it. Oh, okay. Well, fuck, you didn't teach it from the beginning. So that's how I look at the shit. I mean, granted, some of the shit that they're trying to get rid of is like, whoa. But then, if to me, if it wasn't taught for the fucking hundreds of years prior, I mean, how we stressing that they getting rid of it now?
So you're like, you would care if they was being like, oh yeah, Rosa Parks, she ain't do nothing but sit down, and then just moved on with it.
But that's just kind of what it's been, though.
Yeah, they don't tell you the real.
No, you don't get too, unless you're going into like actual subjects. You know, being like you fucking reading a book or something like that, and it's locked in on that subject. You just get the outskirt of what it's about, and then they just go on. You know, in school. So
no, I agree. I'll agree because that's that's what I was gonna say. Back when growing up in CF schools, and I don't know about any of y'all other schools, but this is just my personal experience. They didn't teach us about like our people's history. They didn't teach us none of that shit. They taught us world history, you know, how the Titanic, Thanksgiving, all that other bullshit.
You learn more about the Romans and Egyptians than you did about what happened in America.
But that's the thing. I used to question myself. Well, how the fuck? How do we go from being Egyptians to being slaves to go in the civil rights movement? Well, like, what's in between? As I got older, I had to start learning different stories and different random shit. People might think are random, but to me, you know what I'm saying? It made sense. Like, if I didn't know my whole life I thought Christopher Columbus discovered fucking America. And then they hear the Africans were coming to America way before Columbus did.
How did the Indians get here?
You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't teach you that. They don't teach you like Kiani said, a whitewashed, and what Big said, a half truth. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
You know, you're making these. I mentioned this. I believe I've mentioned this book, and it's a movie now too on the podcast before. But Fahrenheit 451. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie or read the book. But basically, that whole thing is people. It's the government brainwashing people and getting rid of basically literature, which is our history. You can learn a lot. It doesn't even need to be a historic book, like a history book to tell you what happened. You can tell, like in a fictional book, you can tell the tone of the times when it was written and how, like, and whether the social cues during that era as well. But the problem is that in that movie, they burned all the books and you were only allowed to know certain information. And it wasn't all accurate information either. It's just what they wanted to tell you. And then, you know, then there's like a rebellion of people that say, hey, listen, I got this, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to get too deep into the movie, especially since you guys haven't seen it. But it's just, it sounds similar to that. So it's, hey, listen, we're going to start taking this part of the history out. We're going to take this out of here so that, you know, not everybody's minds are watered down to what really happened. Because you need to know, in my opinion, I've always said, you need to know where you've been so you know where you're going and don't make the same mistake twice.
I always felt like certain history should be taught. Like, some people in this world, like, they got a sick body, so you teach them about like the Holocaust or a certain way of slavery and shit like that. They take it as a joke. And like you say, if it's not taught right, especially if it's not being taught at all. But if you're gonna take it away, I'd rather you let them take it away because it's not being taught fully or correctly, you would say. You're not getting to know the truth behind everything or how this went down. You're only getting told what they want you to hear or what they want you to learn.
Yeah, but if you look at it in that standpoint, then you might be shortchanging yourself because it could be something that might be interesting to you, and then you will start doing your own investigating to find out what was, if it was facts or shit was real. You know,
Let's teach it all.
Like for instance, just throw hockey. Just throw hockey. Like if they was teaching hockey to an extent, and then you're like, man, fuck that shit. It's just fucking hockey. But to do a little bit more research to find out that first motherfuckers that was to do hockey was black. Then it's like, you know what I mean? Oh shit, bong. I mean, so some shit like that where they don't, you know, it might not be facts, but to hear those things, you know, it don't hurt to find your own facts.
Facts.
So I think also that's why they kind of keep these things in our history and shit like that. Like, them niggas know that it ain't. I mean, when was the last time a history book was fucking updated?
Facts. They still
come out with 50 million versions.
You know
of
what
the
I mean?
same
So they know what, and then as now our kids are so much more smarter than what we were. No offense to us, but growing up and shit, their mind is more open and in tune. I mean, you can only shortchange somebody now for so long. So I think that's kind of the reason why they kind of keep it in the book. So now, if you want to take it upon yourself to go a little bit deeper, then.
Well, do you think, like, if they maybe let's say, teach like you would say cultural history, like how we damn near have to select like a language, like if you know, we had to choose like Spanish or you get French or whatever. Do you think the kids should get the chance, like when you take a history, to learn like what history they kind of want to learn?
You think kids should pick and
do that
choose
in
what
college,
history?
though.
But I get that. But I'm saying, in schools, do you think like they should, like you have to do 2 years of like Black history? You have to like do 2 years of.
No, I feel as though like what Big was saying. I feel like they should update and tell the truth in history instead of trying to stop. You know what I mean?
I see where you're going, The only thing with that, my opinion would be how many teachers they would need to have per class.
For real. You would need to have more classrooms.
If I think,
more
if
teachers.
I'm not mistaken on what you're talking about. Because then you would think you might be want to do like, you know what I'm saying, ancient history. He might want to do fucking African history. He might want to do fucking whatever. He might want to do this. He might want to do that. So that's 6. And then you got to think you got 20, 30 kids in the class. That's a whole lot of teaching going on.
Facts.
But even with the subjects, bro, I don't think that they, I mean, I know I'm not white, but I don't think that they teach that fully either.
No.
Like, I think history is just secluded to the basic of all fucking basics. If it ain't about shit that we don't care about. Once it goes past the fucking, like the cavemen and all of that, it becomes watered down. They give you everything you want to know until cavemen, like that era. But then after that, it's like it's watered down, and depending on whatever subject it is, it becomes watered down. You know.
Yeah, too. I hear you, but then it's like, all right, but what did we do in that history? All this time went by, we didn't do nothing. We didn't invent nothing. For who though? For the world, for everybody. That's what some people's questions might be. That would be my question.
Oh, if that's your question, that's a simple Google though.
You know what I'm saying? Black man.
We didn't have ice back in the day.
No, I'm saying for now. If that's your thought now, you can just Google. You know, I kind of think that a lot of people have already done that. I think they should have done it, to be honest. I don't know if everyone has, but
Some people don't.
a lot of cultures, I think a lot of motherfuckers Google like who's famous in their culture or who has fucking invented this from their culture.
Like
you know
a
what I mean?
legends.
Like what? Yeah, like shit like that. I don't know. I think everybody should have, especially as you're growing up. That'd be, that's something you would want to know.
Hell yeah. Mine started from Muhammad Ali to Malcolm X, then the Tupac, and then this one, and that one, and that one, and then so on and so forth. You know what I mean?
I should start with MLK. 'Cause I went to MLK's.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a couple times.
Malcolm X's birthday just passed. Rest in peace, Malcolm X. But anyway, throw the little sidebar. 47 bills had been like proposed and like not agreed upon for that whole history shit out. So they're still trying to. In some states it's working, but some states it hasn't. 47 bills have been proposed so far.
Just teach history.
Yeah. Yo, before we get into this next topic, let me tell you some shit today, right? I'm driving to work, right? Mind you, in the work van, you don't want to be taking no wide turns and driving like an asshole. This dude, right? Mind you, I'm doing the speed limit, goes on my left side to pass me, and it cuts me off. Bro, you don't know how bad I wanted a Mack truck to come down the street. Just take this nigga the fuck out, bro. I swear to God. So my next topic. What's up with these stupid ass Rhode Island drivers, bro? Do you agree that Rhode Island is the worst fucking drivers in the country?
No.
And I got the stats to prove it.
No.
Go ahead, tell me something.
Sure, top
Have
5.
you driven a Mass?
Yeah,
I was
you
just
see
about
Atlanta?
to say, you ever see a red license
You
plate
ever
in front of you?
been in Boston?
Oh, I've been in Boston.
God.
Boston.
But New York.
New York
I've been in
too.
New York too.
I'm sorry.
Let me tell you something. Rhode Island.
You would have got cut off in Connecticut as well.
We don't drive bad, bro. We don't drive bad. But
Nah, Boston, I think it's worse though.
I'm gonna have to agree with. I'm just gonna say Mass. Busy. The thing with the Bronx is New York drivers drive it like that because that's how you have to drive New York.
For real though.
You don't gotta drive like that in Massachusetts.
You got an inch in New York, take it.
The funny thing about this, this topic right here is, bro, you're one of the worst drivers I know.
Yeah, right. I'm like driving Miss Daisy out here.
Yo,
guy,
he's
man.
one of the slowest
You're the
drivers
scariest
ever.
driver ever.
I'm like
guy.
driving Miss Daisy out here. I got both hands on the wheels.
Exactly why motherfuckers
We
want
should
to
be
listen.
yelling at you, part. You're part of those niggas in Rhode Island,
me tell you
man.
something.
If that speed limit is
When I
25,
was-
he's doing
Listen,
25,
my father
love you,
told
though.
me.
which makes me do 20.
Jeez.
My thing is, why the?
Part of that shit.
Here's my thing. Why are you like? Granted, we all have our fucking own little things in life. You might be late for work or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens.
Maybe we just got.
Why the fuck you riding my bumper for? And why are you doing that shit? Like that's not even like legal. Like you know what I'm saying?
Was
That's
there
not
a
even.
dotted line?
You riding your bumper?
If there was a dotted line, it actually is legal for him to go around.
Yes.
But on the left side?
If, yeah.
It says pass.
Nah.
It's a pass.
And
If
it
there was
says
a dotted line, it's legal for him to go around if they're going too slow.
Nah.
It's a pass line. It's a pass
That shit's
lane.
crazy.
Yo, he about to murder somebody for doing what they could do,
Yo.
bro. Like, yo,
I really-
Mack Trump, come kill
I
him.
really fucking was.
If there was a dotted line, he legally can go around you.
But yo,
Mack Trump,
I just don't understand. I feel as
There
though
was a dotted line on that
it's
street. I
the
bet
lack
you
of
anybody.
patience that drives me crazy. Like I hate a motherfucker when the light just turns green, you honking your horn. Like nigga, it just turned fucking green.
That's when you sit there and you look, wait.
Well, truthfully, they tell you to wait.
yellow and take
You're supposed to wait.
Jordan.
When the light turn green, you're supposed to wait 2 to 3 seconds anyways.
Yeah, because I'm gonna blitz.
Yeah.
But no bullshit. Jared is a slow driver.
The worst.
And then
I'm not a bad driver. I just drive slow.
Bad driver.
He's like
The
an
slow,
old man.
cautious driver. But in the rain, that nigga's definitely gonna drive a little bit slow.
Yeah, I don't like rain. I don't like snow.
He's an old
I
man.
drive like an
He
old
drives.
man. I said I'm like driving Miss Daisy out here. I shot myself.
But that you would definitely get caught, bro. If I was behind you and you driving like
Everybody's cutting him over. That's why I just said, yo,
Yo.
you drive like a Rhode Islander, bro.
Yo, people got places.
Nah, I don't drive like a Rhode Islander. bro.
Yes, you do.
I'm not gonna give you some examples why I don't drive like. That's why I said I drive like driving Miss Daisy. These motherfuckers are so impatient. They ride your bumper. They try to fucking go on the breakdown lane. They try like, bro, what are you doing? When it turns red, when that red light, we both stop. Get out the car and I'm flooring your
Jared,
shit.
Jared, I got a question.
Talk about
for you.
patience. Look at.
I got a
this
question
guy wants
for
to
you.
floor your shit when we got
Just
a
to
red
find
light.
out
This
if
guy
you're a real
nuts.
Rhode Islander.
He really does.
What does a yellow light mean?
Go faster.
It means go faster or slow down.
No, it doesn't mean slow down
Nah,
at all. It
slow
means
down.
speed the fuck up. Go.
You better beat that light.
You niggas gonna get in so many accidents. Guy.
Oh,
I've
Jared
only
is
been in one
an
accident,
guy.
like that I actually caused. One accident.
Jared is like that guy. Like he'll be like,
Knock on it.
he'll be
Plastic,
like
all that
fucking right up on the light, and that shit'll turn yellow.
Nah,
He's
I don't
gonna
do that.
stop.
Yeah.
Franco, you're my witness. I didn't do that, right?
Oh man, I cut your ass out. Yo,
I didn't-
fuck, we could have both made that
I
shit.
didn't-
Stop right on yellow.
Franco's my witness. Bang. He didn't do that with me.
We missed the light.
One time pulled up on me too. They was trying to get me. I had to pull into the mobile like I was doing something. But yo, so I'm gonna read. So to back my claims up, right? To back my claims up, because I'm 100% right?
Sure.
So Rhode Island is number 1 with 71%.
For what?
New York's not even on the list of
For
worst
what?
drivers. Top 10 states with worst drivers.
What's
What's this study? How's this
Yeah, I'm
study?
about to
What is it?
say it's so many lists for that, bro.
What is it though? Just somebody's opinion, or is it stats? Is it
No, this is
car accidents?
Let's listen to
Because
What?
even car accidents, we have a lot of
Tickets.
Massachusetts drivers that
this is
drive
off
again, too.
WPRI.com. So I didn't just get it.
So
just
what did they base the statistics?
So WPRI did was they went on Twitter and they did hashtag worst states with drivers.
So just
71%
somebody's
of
opinion.
of Twitter's 71% of Twitter said Rhode Island was the worst.
Is everybody here on Twitter?
I'm on Twitter.
On Twitter.
I'm not. I don't even have a Twitter.
So not everybody's on there. So how can we know if this is so accurate?
But I don't follow WPRI.
Neither do I.
What is that?
Most people
It's a
are the
weather
ones that
station.
follow.
It's
They're the ones that
Whatever.
Anthony.
Yeah, I don't follow that.
But come on. Rhode Island is a small state anyways. If you got Massachusetts all saying Rhode Island, we lost already. Like what are you talking?
it's not because there's mass drivers in Rhode Island too.
But I'm saying, but
That's why That's why Rhode Island might get a
yeah.
list. But I'm good with that though. What list you got though? What's the name?
So Rhode Island is number 1, Mississippi is number 2, Virginia is number 3, Arizona's 4, Texas is 5.
New York's not even on that
I
list.
said that. Utah is
That's
6.
bullshit.
Florida is 7.
Mass and
South
New York
Carolina
ain't on
is
this
8.
list.
New Mexico is 9, and Kansas is number 10. That's
You
great.
see, that's whack. That's why
Yeah.
I can't agree with that.
I
list
can't agree with
because
how
my nigga Miguel just said there's no worse drivers than Puerto Rico.
It's probably United States.
Hey,
It's
yo.
by the United States.
And that's part of the United States.
It's by
So,
the United
you know what I
States.
mean?
I
Shouts
got
out,
no
yo.
comment.
But
Alright.
you Puerto Rican.
You ain't got mad.
I got no
They not.
New
We
York.
can't agree
No
with that.
Puerto
We
Rico.
can't like that, bro. We can't agree with that stuff.
Yeah, for real.
As a
You
Rhode
know?
Islander, fuck you, Rhode Island drivers. You piss me the fuck
Even
off.
Busy said motherfucking facts on Puerto Rico, bro. Like, come on, man. You can't go off those and this. But most people going to tell you, mess.
They're called massholes for a reason.
That's
Exactly.
most people, and you know, my
that's
side gig
why.
is with truck drivers
See a
and
fucking,
shit.
you see red
None of
numbers
them
in front
like-
of you?
None of them like driving and mess. None of them motherfuckers.
I hate Rhode Island drivers, bro. So if you on the road with me, definitely best believe I'm cussing your ass out. And,
Well, you'd be cussing me out because I would have rode your ass.
no, you're an asshole driver. You're one of those Rhode Island drivers. You are on this 71%.
That's
motherfucker.
fine.
You are the 1%.
That's fine. Whatever.
Y'all just, Rhode Island drivers just, once it start raining or snowing, you motherfuckers forget how to drive.
It's
That's
just
just it.
fucking rain and snow. Act like niggas haven't been here.
That's it. That's the only time I be tight with when it comes to driving.
They're like,
It's when
oh
it's
my god, it's
raining or-
raining. It's like, what
When it snows,
what the
I
fuck
think
do I do?
it's time to fishtail and stuff. I'm having fun.
Exactly.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck, bro? I should be getting aggravated.
Yeah, talk about it. I ain't doing that shit on the street, man.
No, I can do it on the street.
It's when you're driving and there's an accident on the
I
other side of the road.
I know how to
and
drive,
your- and
though.
your side is all slowed down. I hate that shit.
I be noticing.
We do that for a living.
Nah, I know, but I mean,
He's like,
the
that's a
whole,
human reaction.
you be in traffic for like an hour and a half. Like, yo,
Don't matter if you win by intro.
It ain't a race, though. I'm just saying, I'm moving around corners. That's the best time in the snow, fishtailing. Around them corners.
Oh no, you're bugging.
Hell
yeah, you're bugging.
And half
Not
of
the rain
half of
part.
the streets don't have cars on them, so it's even better.
Because you're bugging. Oil gangs Tokyo Drift.
I got a Honda Civic. Boom.
Bro, I was trying to find so much fucking stats and shit on this shit. It took me like 2 hours, bro. I was kind of getting aggravated after a while
Yeah.
because they kept giving me like mortality rates and shit like that, and I didn't want to talk about that. That's sad. Like I was just trying to give like
Who got the most
these
car
accidents.
accidents? Who got the most tickets?
pretty sure that's how gonna find out.
Bro, that shit was bad, bro. They said in 2017, Rhode Island had like over like I think over 8.
The fuck they gotta go off that.
Nah, they couldn't go off no dumb shit like that. But,
I'm saying the shit you didn't want to read. That's what they gotta go off.
Yeah.
To find out who's
but they were saying in 2017, Rhode Island had over 80 something deaths.
You know where I got it from.
You know what I'm
Year.
in 1 year, yeah. And right now, I think
Kind of did that shit though, bro.
I think the last time they checked,
This spot.
because it wasn't a full updated list. It was like from 2022, and I was like, oh, I'm looking at 2023, but they haven't posted it yet.
It's not done yet.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
It's not. You guess what it'll be 2023 ain't over yet.
Yeah, no, but
We just get.
it took me a while. Boys, fellas, excuse me. Summertime is here.
Kind of, but yeah.
Nah, it's summer, boys. It's summer.
It was like 16.
Isn't summer starting like June 25th?
Shit, what's the things you guys like to do in the summertime? You know what I'm saying? The music parks popping up. Got the motherfucking fishing, grilling,
Beach.
beach. You know what I'm saying? We all know what I'm finna do. Eat. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite pastime.
You can do that in the winter.
It's fine. It's just
That's static. I can play that.
Summertime.
Turn your headphones on.
Fishing.
That humming noise is the problem.
I'm going fishing.
Definitely catching some monkeys, be
Definitely go fishing.
You ain't catching no.
I was agreeing
Yo,
with you.
if you can't take your
I was just hyping you up, G.
if you can't put your fucking old bait on or take your old fish off the hook,
It's not for me.
don't go fishing.
I'm a luck catcher. I was gonna go this morning. I got up too late. It was raining outside.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I woke up early. And I heard
That's somebody's
talk about go fishing. Text
Yeah.
me, try to go fishing.
You should have texted me. I didn't know you was. I didn't know I was at work.
Well,
music.
That's whatever, bro.
Man, there's something down here, nigga. There's a ghost down here.
Yeah.
I hear it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So it's a boogeyman is down here.
Who you gonna call?
I didn't know we had a special guest.
Right?
Wow.
Special guest. Y'all be scared as fuck if some ghost answers you niggas back on the motherfucking way.
Back to the topic we were saying.
Yo, how y'all feel about? Oh, go ahead. How you feel about that? That shorty, the new shorty rapper. I think she from New York.
Who's Scarlet?
Yeah. How y'all feel about Scarlet?
I don't even know who she is.
That's like she did like you ain't. Get the fuck out New York.
Oh, alright.
Get the fuck out New York.
That Manly chick?
Back the fuck up, nigga.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You think she finna fly?
I just don't. Why is she rapping in a hot dog though? That's what I don't understand.
She rapping on a lot of shit.
I think she's just trying to come up on social media.
I was like, why the fuck are you doing that? But she got a lot of New York. She got a lot of New York rappers backing her up though.
I seen her with Swiss Beats.
And Busta Rhymes.
Yeah. How you feel about Tommy?
Tommy.
I've seen one video of her rapping in front of the hot dog,
That's
but
Get the fuck out New York. New York.
seems a bit aggressive for a female. I like the female. A bit aggressive. I like them
Just a tad.
more soft. But
We ain't asked
I
how
don't know. She can make a run and actually be good, turn it into something great. But at the same time, I don't know. She's doing her own thing. If people like her, people like her.
What do you think about it? If that's how, if we're already talking about it, if you're not building all this, it doesn't matter, black music or not.
Well, now's the time for female artists, so.
Yeah, female artists are blowing the fuck up right now.
Yeah, no, it's facts.
You got it on your phone? I'm about to say I can't go to New York.
Meanwhile, Jared's over there telling Rhode Island drivers, get the fuck out of Rhode Island, you ain't woke, man.
I can't put on the archives.
Nah, he just ain't go to drive to that. You can't. She needs one more hit.
She needs a little bit more than one more hit. I'ma be, bro, in the archives for rapping. The only rapper female artist I have in my archive is Dayslow.
Oh, you don't got Quiet Storm remix?
No.
No Lauryn Hill?
Have you heard Jacquees and Days Love mixtape?
Yes.
Yeah, fire.
The only rapping female I have is Dayslow.
We here.
I got Lil Kim and Foxy.
You got everybody on your shit, bro. Stop.
I would have thought you would have had Remy on.
Who? Him?
Both of y'all.
I think I got Remy on there too.
There's only so much of lean back I want to hear.
That's the exact song too. I thought you would have had to.
You don't got all the way up?
Only so much all the way up I want to hear. I'm good.
Why you only need two songs?
Fucking Pat K, nigga. Shout out to Pappy K, man.
Yeah, I can think of right now off the top of my head. I probably got more.
You ain't no probably, motherfucker. You ain't got a, bro. You got.
Jared got every
you have
female
Molly
rapper.
in your shit. You got Santana.
I was just surprised he
in
stopped
your
at
shit.
2 songs.
I got a lot of.
You got Lauren.
I got a lot of
you
girl
got-
singers on
Missy Elliott.
my phone.
Pick Britney Spears' new trap mixtape. I definitely heard you bumping that.
He definitely be banging Lotto.
Britney Spears?
He definitely be banging
Oh,
Lotto.
your brother?
Britney
You
Spears.
said pick a jerk.
He said you.
You try to throw a dig at me?
And he said you bang Lotto.
Britney Spears got a
shit.
trap mix.
No, that's why I was funny.
Yo.
Oh
Let's be
shit.
real.
Yeah, bro.
Who?
Saucy
The sad
Santana.
part is, I'm surprised he
He
didn't
said
address.
you was listening to
I'm really
Saucy
mad.
Santana.
I'm really surprised he didn't address Jared when Jared said, "All right, fellas, when you just told me you identified as a they."
I didn't say that.
No, you're talking your brother.
Are we going this way with it? We going pronouns now? What I identify as?
Were you
He
like Taylor
just told
Swift
me the
concert
other
yesterday?
day, yo, I'm
They
tired of
put my
motherfuckers
head
calling me a nigga, bro. better get my title right.
Yeah.
Now you ain't. All right, whatever.
I identify as a white lesbian.
Were you
You
at
said
the
I
Taylor Swift
identify that
concert?
day right there, man. I mean, I am they. I need a day bath.
Because if you was,
It took me like 3 extra hours to get back.
too. I'm gonna get his mark ass too. Try to throw a dick from the sideline too. I said, got your back. You don't worry about it.
Yeah, this nigga, right?
That's what I'm saying. Throwing little diggers.
Because the little nigga crossed the mouth.
Yeah. He got a sprained toe. Now you want to throw
He's like, I'm
diggers.
walking again, like it was a battle. And come back.
Yeah, I remember when niggas
Like this nigga went
on
through
one of our
rehab.
episodes. One of our episodes, it was one of the subjects was like you had a theme song to come out to.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I'm realizing when you hear Jordan come out, you can hear deep, deep, deep. Maria, Maria.
Yo, it's funny. Yo, it's funny you say that, yo, because I said he looked. Jordan was wearing that hat the other day, the one you made.
Yeah.
And I was roasting him. I said, "Nigga, you look like fucking Carlos Santana or whatever." And then he was like, "Oh," he tried to tell me like City High was the one who was saying.
Break this shit up.
He was like he was super confident. He's like, "Yo, City High."
Yo, mid pie, you just gonna walk out.
I'm sorry. I said I gotta be a potty proof. I'm sorry.
All right, Thomas is out of here. He was like, "Yo, I'm 100% sure." You know him. He's all getting hyper and super active. I'm 100% sure. I said, "Take my push-ups on it." I bet. Goes out, goes on Google, looks it up, comes back. Don't even say nothing. I'm waiting for him to be like, "Look, City High is the one who sang it." I'm waiting for him to talk shit, but I know I'm right. So I'm like, "Yo, so what's good? What happened?"
Cat.
Then he turns around, "What? You want me to do the fucking push-ups, Jared? You
Cap.
fucking right. You want me to do the push-ups?" And he does the push-ups all aggressive,
Cap.
all red in the face. Fuck out of here.
Cap. He's 100% Cap.
So re-say it then.
I went to the van to Google it. I came back, walked up to them, and said, "Jared, you were right." And gave him his push-ups. All that extra shit that he just did.
lying, though. You know this nigga's lying, though.
I'm being dead ass.
I don't know.
And the only reason I couldn't be myself, he would say, is because we were on a job site. So I legit walked up to Jared and said, "You were right." And did his push-ups.
Because
All that extra shit that.
Yeah, I don't know. It
No.
doesn't really sound like metal.
this nigga's lying.
It don't really sound like he's saying that.
All right.
Whatever.
You lying ass.
I am lying, bro. I'm being dead ass.
You lying.
Definitely lying. Super lying.
Big cap.
But you really thought someone other than Carlos Santana sung that song?
Yeah,
I mean, his name is in the song.
yeah, no, but what I got,
Yeah.
I got that aspect. But what I got is when it was saying played by Carlos Santana, I kept thinking that voice was the dude from City.
No.
That's what
I mean, it's not Carlos Santana singing it either, but
No, I know that. I'm saying that part in my head, like hearing that part. That's where I got that voice and thought it was them. I don't know why.
So by him acting
I
like
know
that.
what song you're mixing it up with.
So for him acting like
I
that,
know which one you're talking about.
for him acting like that, Jordan's theme song would be "Young Man." There's YMCA song.
Damn.
And Jared's theme music.
Brother.
Yeah, cause he be acting soft, bro.
He'd be like, his theme music. Be like, my pussy pink, my booty all brown.
Fuck out of here! I'm fucking idiot shit.
Get the fuck out of here. You want to talk about theme music?
But yo,
And that's
I wanna-
that song that he was just saying was definitely in his list of songs. Did he play this for work? Yes, it is. Because you definitely did fucking break down.
yo. So anybody got anything to shout out before we wrap this up?
Apparently, you have the Village people in your playlist.
No, I don't.
I didn't know their names.
Yo, I love how we're gonna wrap this up and we didn't even talk about basketball.
Oh, I forgot about it.
We can talk about
I'm just saying,
basketball.
we good though.
That's
we
fine.
Good.
Yeah, go ahead. You talk about it for a little bit.
Quick.
Nah,
Heat
you
her
know-
up.
You notice how the Celtics fans didn't want to bring it
Heat
up.
her up. That's fine.
Yeah, heat her up. I
Celtics have the most 7-game series in history.
Okay.
was gonna say
We
We
ain't
were
out it.
undefeated when going up 2-0. in
We ain't on
franchise
it.
history.
We ain't out it. I'm not gonna give up on my team like you did against Milwaukee.
Because I get basketball analysis. I'm sorry.
It's my bad.
All right,
But
so
I'm not
basketball
gonna speak-
analysis,
I'm not
we're
gonna-
down 2-0. You would think, oh my God, we're out.
I'm not gonna
Nah,
speak. I'm not gonna speak about my
Celtics
Heat
in
because
7.
if I praise my Heat, I'm
Celtics
a
in
biased
7.
motherfucker.
Well, you want
Just like I do when I
so
praise my
all right,
Celtics.
so
I'm a
bang.
biased
I'm
ass
about to. I'm
motherfucker.
all right. So bang. I'm about to
Because
give you.
Smith.
I'm about to give you the real deal example of how unbiased real niggas should be.
I don't care.
I honestly feel we're down 2-0, but I feel as though we're fatigued. We need to be playing better. That's it. Simple and plain.
So
How's that unbiased?
I can't give analysis on the game.
Go ahead.
Say I'm rooting for my team to
Give
win,
your analysis.
but
though.
I don't think they'll be able to pull it off. That's all I said.
You're part of the Hemi Butler fan club. We know.
No, he's not part of the Jimmy Butler fan club. He's part of the Tyler Hero fan club.
How does that make any sense?
Either way,
I would have traded Tyler Hero this year.
You were talking about
early
they
in the
couldn't
year.
win the game without Tyler Hero. Now you would trade
Because
him.
they needed scoring at that time. Nothing they
Has
showed
Tyler
me during the
Hero
regular
done a lot of
season showed me
scoring?
they do this.
Has
By
Tyler-
the way, shout out to J. Cole. Thank you for finding Caleb. You know what I'm saying?
In this whole fucking thing,
Ron Butler.
in this whole playoffs, what has Tyler Hero really done?
You got hurt.
But I'm saying, y'all still won without him.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw out one name, and then I guess we can wrap this up. Kyle Lowry. I'm gonna just keep throwing that name out there because I know a couple episodes ago when this whole Miami thing happened, and I said, got Kyle Lowry.
They got Udonis Haslem.
Yeah, but listen, you got Kyle. Oh, he wasn't doing nothing. He wasn't.
They got that
he didn't
championship pedigree. They know what
Kyle
to do.
Lowry been cooking, been eating, been
Yeah, and I'm happy that he's doing that.
chewing the food up. But Friday,
But during the season, he looked old as shit.
But he
When he
saved
played,
it for the
he was
playoffs. When the playoffs come, teams are different.
Not completely different. This stuff.
Who played great when they
Only one of the 8 seed has ever made it this far, and that was 1999 in a shortened season. I think there was only 50 games in that season. So you're talking about there's been six 8 seeds to ever even make it past the first
Down
round.
his own team.
So so you're getting on me for having I wanted my team to win. I was rooting for them, but at the same time, I was being a realist on how I think the series would shape out.
I'm being a realist right now by saying the Celtics need to play better. I feel as though they're just tired.
I wouldn't even say this series is over.
It's not.
I would never say that, even that. But I'll tell you this:
Who the fuck said that?
Your Celtics are definitely in danger mode.
Yeah, we're about to turn it up. Then you guys about to be in danger, motherfucker. What you talking?
Win a game at home and then talk.
Who's the Celtics playing?
The Heat.
That's why
But
you.
shit,
Yo,
the Western Conference Finals right now. The Western Conference Finals right now is the Denver Nuggets and the Lakers, and they're down right. The Lakers are down right now. The Joker's playing his ass off. So isn't it? What's the other dude's name? Jamal Murray. Yep. He's playing his ass off too.
In the fourth quarter?
I think so, bro. He's a beast,
He
bro.
started like 1 for 7 or whatever, and then just once he started, seeing the ball go in.
Don't Denver got that kid Gordon too?
Yeah, Aaron Gordon.
Yeah.
They got
They got a lot of good players over there.
All the young boys over there.
Mm-hmm.
but what's his name? Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah.
They got him too. He's nice.
But they say
Very
this,
good defender.
all around from the east to the west, this is a bubble rematches.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Eastern Conference has been the same 2 teams for the past 3 out of the last 4 years.
Yeah. But yeah,
Celtics is winning. That's what I'm saying.
Celtics is 7.
Celtics 7.
Listen, y'all should win. We only got a 3% chance.
Oh my God, this fucking still.
We only got a 3% chance. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at Heat history, all we needed was 3. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to D Wade.
Yeah, you needed 3 fucking superstars.
What?
You need 3 superstars. Bosh, Wade, LeBron. Huh?
Camera's blinking.
Look,
That's
sound
fine.
of You good?
That's the one.
Well, shit, just in case.
It'll last at least not 10.
But even that's all, folks.
Yeah, right. But before the camera dies,
Celtics 7.
Celtics is 7.
Celtics in 7.
Heat in 5. By the way, we didn't even talk about how I went to the first game. I was there.
I know you fucking bad luck juju motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here.
Listen.
You were from Boston.
I sat
Get the
2
fuck
rows
out of
behind
here.
Duncan Robinson's brother. Yo, so I didn't realize that at first. The guy next to me is talking crazy, and then he starts coming at Duncan Robinson saying some crazy shit. The dude, I saw some dude stand up 2 rows in front of me. He goes, he said something to him. The guy tried to respond. He goes, no, that's my brother. You can talk to me. And I was like, oh shit. 2 seconds later, that dude next to me and his boy got up, never saw him the rest of the game. And that was like right at the end of the first quarter. Just saying.
You probably had them.
You probably say some disrespectful
But
shit.
Duncan
That way,
is
had
from
a
Massachusetts. Duncan lived like
Security.
right outside of Boston.
Yeah.
So his family being there was.
Yeah, but no offense.
But he was saying some crazy shit though.
You could say some. You could talk basketball, like, oh, you got 2 left feet or good hands, feet. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Duncan Robinson's brother wasn't
Man,
playing. He wasn't playing. I was like, oh shit.
but if you're like, you know what I'm saying? You say
you
some
ever
racist shit or some foul shit, then like, yeah, nigga, watch your mouth.
You ever seen The Longest Yard with remember when Chris Rock was like this to the dude, the old man who's carrying on Adam Sandler? That was me. I was like, I don't know him.
Yeah.
I'm not with him. Like, I'm sitting next to him, but I'm not with him.
Gianni held up a sign like, peace, my brother.
Like he was like a monk or some shit.
Gianni was looking the other way and shit, like he seen something fly. Like,
People was like, is that your boy? I'm like, I don't know that motherfucker. I bought 1 ticket.
Gianni's like, I'm blind. What you mean? I don't even know where the fuck I'm at. Nigga pull out a walking key out of nowhere.
Go to service.
I was afraid. I was afraid about getting jumped because I was a Heat fan out there. But then I had Heat fans around me too, so I felt it.
Nah, they would have walked
Nigga, they
right
weren't gonna
off.
help you if you were getting your ass
Soon as-
whooped. They
soon as that
would've-
motherfucker-
They was talking crazy. I didn't even say nothing.
As soon as that motherfucker would have came up the stairs, them jerseys would have flipped and turned green, and they would have been like, dude, I'm on your side. What the fuck you mean?
Cause tonight will be.
But anyway, folks, we appreciate you guys as always. Tune in next week. As follow us on Instagram at the show RI. Boys, it's always a pleasure. But we out.
We out.
Peace.
Peace.